Can you tell us a little bit about your interactions with the product owner?
I think in the beginning we were not sure about our roles, how we're supposed to work together, and so the PO is sort of like doing his own thing, and we don't really communicate very often. So he would just issue the user story, kind of just like let me know, okay, here's the user story, do something about it. So I'm like, okay, so where does it come from? Like, what is the background? Why are we doing this? What is the vision, right? So I have lots of questions basically. So I had to go back to him and I say, hey, so can we just meet more often? Like, I need to understand what you're working on. Like, I need to understand the bigger picture in order for me to help you with those small little features. What we did was really helpful. We tried to set up really quick daily scrums for just between us two together, so we can communicate in a more effective way. So he would just let me know the direction, the strategy, the background, the information, and I would let him know my feedback and or any question that I have. That really helps me because I do feel like the PO and BA, they have to work, shoulder by shoulder. Is that a word to say that? Yeah, sure. Exactly. Like they basically have to read each other. They have to read each other's mind, basically. I feel like the BA, if the PO wants the BA to help them in a better fashion, then BA should be included in a lot of discussion even outside of the team. He doesn't really understand how to run a project from end to end, and he doesn't really understand how important it is to clearly set up the goals for the team. Like, you can't just give them something very vague, because that would the only way to get the team engaged is that you have to have clear expectation, right? So in the waterfall, the traditional way, we have clear, very detailed requirement. But in the agile world, we have to have clear sprint goals and very clear user stories and all that. So as long as the team understand what you're trying to achieve, they will help you. But if they don't, things will just collapse. That's just from my experience.
Mm-hmm.
I think a PO definitely needs to work really, really closely with the BA. Sometimes I think the PO would have meetings with their product company or whoever the group's coming with the strategy and the vision. Those meetings, they definitely need to get BA involved so they would understand from the high level why they're trying to achieve things this way and what was the metrics basically for them to determine that. I think the better the BA understand the bigger pictures, the better they can help you with the smaller things that you want to build, because every little piece will add together and it will contribute to the bigger vision, right? So definitely that's one thing. And also like they should have their own daily scrums, basically just talk on a daily basis and understand, okay, so if next sprint we're going to accomplish those features, what are we supposed to do, how we can prepare for it.
How does the BA's role overlap with the PO's role? Could that be one person, or do you definitely need both, or how do you see that?
I feel like it really depends on the size of the team and what kind of project or feature you're working on. So let's say you're working on something really huge, or your roadmap is like really big, like you're trying to accomplish a lot throughout the year. Then you probably need to have a BA on the team to help out the PO, because the PO wouldn't have time to take care of everything. But if it's for something really small, like a small team, and you probably don't even need a BA, like PO would be really sufficient to do all the jobs that he needs to do. So I think it really depends on the size, and also some of the PO, like the definition of the PO can be really different. Sometimes the PO is just doing the PO, so PO takes care of the delivery of the product, but they probably don't really work on the strategy side or really talk to the customer directly and kind of just fulfill more on the PO role versus like a product manager role. But sometimes they do both. So I guess if the PO actually does a lot of PM jobs, like product manager's job, then definitely need a BA on the team, but the BA will be more like a proxy for the PM and will be responsible for the delivery from end to end, basically.
Awesome.